Alright bro, look, today ladies and gentlemen, we are running it back for another episode of the Crashout Files. And the man of today's video is truly insane. And what's crazy is this time, bro, I was not satisfied with just watching videos on YouTube about it. I had to go see with my own eyes. I went and read all 9 issues of Superior Iron Man so I can witness the heinous actions this man performed with my own eyes. From selling an app that makes you beautiful for $100 a day to giving Daredevil back his eyesight temporarily just to be an ass. Superior Iron Man really had one of the wildest crash outs ever, bro. And on today's episode, we're gonna be looking at that. But before we get to that, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, join the channel, and become a member to get some extra content on the side, or if you just want to support me. Also, check out that first link in the description to buy my plush if you want to scare your family members. And with that out of the way, let's get to today's episode of the Crashout Files.
Yeah, I'm about to tweak, watch out, man, I'm about to crash out. I done hit my limit, now I'm about to wild out. Only seeing red, everything's a threat. I'm coming straight for next, so watch out.
Now, this all started when everybody's virtues, aka personalities, got switched. So the bad guys became good and the good guys became evil, thanks to a spell that Wanda and Doom did to try and stop Red Onslaught, who was feeding on a bunch of hate. Now mind you, they ended up fixing and reverting everybody back to how they were. Except Tony didn't change back, he stayed evil. It's not that he's evil, it's simply the personality he had before actually learning a lesson and becoming a good person. Anywho, the first thing this lunatic decides to do was buy Alcatraz. Yep. He bought the entire island and turned it into his personal HQ, building his giant Stark Tower there. And then we open with She-Hulk fighting Teen Abomination, this random 13-year-old that got transformed into a version of Abomination. Anywho, Tony flies in to help, She-Hulk gets smacked, and then Tony gets his head knocked off. She-Hulk was flabbergasted, but then Tony spoke, and everybody's like, huh? Yeah, turns out Tony's not even here, it's just his arm. And for knocking his head off, bro blasts Teen Abomination with a chest beam, picks up the helmet, and bashes this kid's head in. And look at dude, bro, he's in a pool party chilling with the hoes. But then Pepper ass pulled up, and he's like, yo, hold on, shawty, I'll be there in a minute. Yeah, he took an hour to go back inside. Pepper's like, Tony, you've been drinking again. And bro's like, I know, shawty, like, I've been missing out for so long, dog, I had to get back on the drain. Pepper's like, what? Okay, but this Extremis thing, this ain't it, bro. Tony's like, bro, everybody is beautiful. What are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, exactly. Everybody is drunk and beautiful and irresponsible. Tony's like, oh, so you're saying it's a success. Then she proceeds to screech about all the people that doesn't have access. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we pan to Daredevil. He saves some poor ugly sap who doesn't have access to Extremis. Now, the first 4 issues of Superior Iron Man mainly focuses on Tony bullying Daredevil for trying to stop him. And bro, the heinous actions that this man performed, you will see later in this video. Now, Tony continues talking to Pepper and proceeds to show his first villainous hand. Bro is like, Pepper, I consider myself a capitalist and I love me some money, so you know damn well I wouldn't be giving anything away for free. Pepper's confused, like, what is this man talking about? Until she hears some screeches outside. Turns out Tony just became a drug dealer for beauty at this point. Everybody had a free dose of Extremis for 24 hours. But after that free dose is up, everybody goes back to being ugly. Bro gave everybody a taste of beauty and superiority like they've never seen, and then took it away. And he's like, now y'all gonna give me some money if you want to stay beautiful. $99.99 a day. Unless you're like tippity top of the rich, bro, there is no way you will be able to maintain this. And bro, it is addicting. Tony's like, yep, this is the cornerstone of Stark Industries. I sell perfection, and I want to watch what happens when people fiend for it. And then bro flies off into the sun. Now Pepper, realizing, okay, something is wrong with Tony, she goes and starts plotting with an AI version of Tony. So basically how this thing came about is Tony, knowing he is like the smartest guy on the planet, the worst thing that could happen is not somebody getting their hands on Stark tech, weapons, family, or his love. Instead, it's having his mind taken. So he came up with a contingency. He made an AI version of himself using his memory and put it in a random suit. And that's who Pepper's plotting with. Anywho, Daredevil's been cleaning up the streets of San Francisco since the whole Extremis thing happened. And bro decides to go to the source. He pulls up to Tony, who is constantly partying. And he's like, yo, I'm here to shut you down, Tony. This dude proceeds to strangle Daredevil with one hand and tosses him in the ocean, which is basically blind people hell. Because while in the water, Daredevil can't make sense of up, down, left, right. There is is nothing he can use to see. He's basically in the void. But luckily, he swam up and found his way out. And this man, Tony, turns to the crowd and is like, well, that was our entertainment for the night, guys. Daredevil, the man without fear. Although I'm pretty sure I saw some fear in his ass when I tossed his ass in the ocean. And then bro was like, his issue was he said I'm unsympathetic. And before I start, everybody start recording. Is everybody recording? Good. You know what? I do feel bad that not everybody has access to Extremis 3.0. So tomorrow at midday, I'm pulling up to San Francisco and everybody within a 50-foot radius of me is getting a 24-hour boost for free of Extremis. And everybody cheers. Tomorrow comes midday and he is 2 hours late. He pulls up like, oh shoot, my bad everybody. I know I said I was gonna be here at midday, but hey, look, we here. All right, now everybody quiet down. While he's standing there in the crowd, a random man pulls up. You bastard! Huh? You think you're hot shit flying through the street? These people don't love you? I love you, Tony. Shit, that guy loves me. My son, I struggled with addiction my entire life. And when we finally escaped, you turned him overnight. You didn't even give him a choice. Of course I gave him a choice. Does nobody read the user agreement before clicking accept? And then bro pulls out a blicky. You're a monster! Okay, buddy, relax. You and I both know you're not going to. That man was ready and willing to pull the trigger in Tony's face. The crowd goes for him, but Tony grabbed him and flew up in the sky. The dude was confused. And then Tony's like, yeah, it's called graphene. You like it? It's stronger than steel, but also transparent so I can show my handsome face. I can't deny the world this. And then he gets serious. All right, broski, shooting you in the face, I can forgive. But my good man, you attacked capitalism. And I cannot let that slide. Bro checks and saw that the dude's son, named Simon, tried to rob a lady at gunpoint for some bread. Because if we all remember, Extremis is still $100 a day. And his son's face is all over the internet. So Tony's like, all right, broski, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to erase every instance of this little accident from the internet. But you're going to do something for me. You're going to subscribe to Extremis 3.0 and we're going to go back down and you tell everybody it was all part of the show, guys. Bro was like, oh, please, no, I don't. Now, David, be smart. You just attempted murder on the most famous guy in the world in front of an entire crowd. Your life is fucked if you don't agree. And not to mention, it's a long way down, David. We are all the way in the air, broski. So this heinous villain forces this former addict to subscribe to this app and then goes back into the crowd like everything was hunky-dory, bruh. This man is truly heinous. Now, Daredevil was in the crowd and he was not happy about this. So bro pulls up in the middle of the night like a booty bandit, kidnaps Tony and shove him in a dark room where technology shouldn't work to try and convince this man to stop his ways. But Daredevil made a huge mistake. He thought just because they were deep underground without any type of signal, Tony wouldn't have access to his suits. But ladies and gentlemen, meet the endosim armor. It's an artificial symbiote, and Tony injected himself with it. Therefore, no technology is needed for it to come to him. And that's exactly what it did. And ladies and gentlemen, remember earlier when I said that Tony spent basically the first 3 chapters bullying Daredevil? Well, this is just one of the things he did. Bro knocks him out, and the next morning, Daredevil wakes up, except that he can see now. And here goes Tony sitting by his bedside. Well, shit, my dude, you finally woke up. Sitting here watching you sleep was kind of creepy, so I was hoping you'd wake up soon. Daredevil's like, oh, what did you do to me? Nigga, I gave you your sight back, bro. Relax. Enjoy my beautiful face while you can, because it's temporary. Bro was like, what the hell? Are you trying to buy my loyalty too? Relax, Matt. You're seeing for the first time. Come on, grab a drink with me. Man, get that shit out my face. I don't even have any superpowers. Who the hell do you think you are? And what gives you the right? Nigga, I give me the right. The hell? No, what gives you the right to play God? Play God? Nigga, please. If Thor could do it, how hard could he be? You think this is a joke? Oh, nah, this isn't a joke. I am the most intelligent, capable person on the planet. I am not playing God. All this time, I've been playing human. I've been doing this for you, for all of you. I've wasted so much time, so much energy to look like you, to sound like you so that you specs feel comfortable around me. I've been holding back, but not anymore. I've changed. It's like I was blind and now I can see. Only I'm not an ungrateful about it. She-Hulk calls because Teen Abomination got out again. And bro is like, look, I have to go. We're not done here, Stark. Bro gets clocked in the face. And bro's like, look, I don't want to see your face unless you're coming to talk about payment arrangements. Until then, you could sit there on your stupid high horse with your blind ass. And bro just dipped. He pulls up to Teen Abomination, clobbers him again. And dude is like, oh, why are you so mean? You're supposed to be a hero. Tony's like, what are you, 13? Yes. God, okay. Tony decides to take him under his wing until he figures out how this kid got like this while learning from him on the side. He's basically using this kid at this point. Meanwhile, Matt goes to see Foggy, his best friend's face for the last time until he goes blind again. Now we pan to Tony going on a talk show, and now that he's gone full-blown villain, he's like, fuck everybody's privacy. He releases the security system called Iron Sight, and he's like, if you've ever held a phone, a tablet, or anything, any technology in your hand, I know who you are. Shield tried to come and grab Teen Abomination, but Tony stepped in and was like, yeah, nah, he's with me. And the finale of what he decides to do to Daredevil, bro, is just diabolical. Daredevil pulls back up again, and he's like, I know your secret, you bastard. Extremis is a virus, and you only use the app to activate it. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. So that means there was already a virus inside the population of San Francisco. Cool story, but you being a lawyer should know that if you don't have any proof of what you're saying, you're cooked. Matt is like, oh, don't worry. San Francisco prohibited the sale of bottled water. That means you put the virus in the city's water supply. Okay, so now what? You're gonna go to jail for a long time, Tony. But before he gets the chance to arrest this nigga, Teen Abomination comes and shove his ass out the window. But Tony saved him using the EndoSim armor. And now he's not so much as saved, but more like trapped inside the damn armor. And Tony takes this man hostage, puts him on a table like a mad scientist, and commits his last heinous crime to Daredevil. Bro shocks his head. And then we pan to Daredevil waking up on a hospital bed. And here comes this absolute villain. Oh, hey buddy, you finally woke up. That was a nasty hit you took back there fighting that monster. Luckily, I was there to grab you in time and get you to safety. Brody literally erased this nigga's memory so he doesn't come back messing with him, and then proceeds to act like the concerned friend. I have never seen a man so heinous in all my days. But with Daredevil out of the way, Tony has free reign to do whatever he wants. Or so he thinks. Now, I don't usually do this, but if this video gets 2K likes, I will finish the rest of the story and give you guys the part 2. Join the channel and become a member to get early access when the video is done. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Bye.